Hi, my name's Zach. What's your name?
Hi, my name's Haley.
Hi, Haley. It's nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good today. How about you?
I'm not doing too bad. What brings you here today?
I'd like to talk about how my dad's dementia is affecting my relationship with my family.
Okay, so that's a really sensitive and emotional topic to bring up, and I really appreciate you bringing that up and sharing that with me and trusting me with that. But before we start talking about that, I would really like to talk about my agency and some of the policies and a little bit about confidentiality. Do you know anything about confidentiality?
I know that you can't really share any information that I tell you in our sessions under certain circumstances.
So that's sort of right. Anything that pretty much puts yourself in harm or anyone that you know or just anybody in general in harm, I would have to tell somebody else, or anything that requires anything in court, legally, I would have to give them the information. So those would be the only 3 times where I would have to give any information out to someone else that isn't me, all for legal reasons. But anything else that is shared is completely confidential. And when it comes to my agency and our hours, basically from Monday to Friday we're open from 9 to 7, and but on Saturdays and Sundays we're open from 9 to 2 by appointment only. So even though our office is only going to be open from 9 to 7 on weekdays and from 9 to 2 on weekends, there is a kids helpline phone that I can give you. There's also a pamphlet that I can give you with several different phone numbers in it for you to call, with several different issues, whatever the problem is that you may need in that moment. Would you like to come here every week, or would you like to come here bi-weekly? Like, how often are you thinking of coming in to see me?
Probably more bi-weekly.
Bi-weekly? Would you do weekdays work for you, or would you need to come in during the weekends?
Yeah, I could probably fit those into my schedule.
Okay, perfect. I don't know. I am just starting out my career, and this is where I am now, but I am not sure. As of right now, I do plan on being here for at least the next year, so I'm not sure if you would want to have a contract for about a year, or if you would like to only see each other for a couple of months, or what you were thinking.
I'll just see how it goes for now.
Okay, so we're just gonna see where time takes us. You're welcome to stay for as long as you need to, and I will be a support for however long you need. So now that we've gotten all the procedures and policy stuff out of the way, we can go ahead and start talking about your family and some of the issues that are going on with your dad having dementia. So would you like to maybe talk a little bit about that?
So yeah, I first found out my dad had dementia when I first came to college, so it was really hard for me to focus on school while knowing that my dad had this thing going on with him that is kind of hard. And then it was hard because I was away from home, so I couldn't really support my family emotionally as much, and I just found that harder on myself.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Do you have any younger siblings or older siblings?
I have a younger brother, which I don't know how it affected him, but because he's way closer to my dad than I am, so I don't know if it's taking him, if it's harder on him, or if he even understands what really is going on.
Do you worry about him being home without you there?
I just more worry about not being really there enough for him, because dementia is where it kind of takes away your memories, and then if I'm not around as much, maybe he'll forget more about me than say people who are at my house, like my mom and my brother.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you're scared of your dad slowly forgetting you over time because you're away from home.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you go home and see him? Pretty often?
Yeah, I usually go home every 2 weeks.
And your dad lives where?
He lives an hour and a half away from here.
From here, so that's not so bad. How do you feel like your family's handling all of this?
Well, I feel like my mom's trying to be supportive, be a wall that we can go to if we need help, but I can see it's hard on her sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, her having to be this emotional support rock for everybody, which is kind of, I guess, the mother role when families are going through stuff, which is it's good that do you feel like your family is pushing through this okay together?
Yeah, I feel like us as a team, we work really good at trying to work with my dad and like what he's been dealing with.
That's important then. One of the most
Yeah.
important things is having a very good support system. So as long as you guys have that, like that's really good. Do you feel like you have any other support systems outside of your family that maybe you can go to?
Well, yeah, I feel like I could go to my friends, but like sometimes I don't really like talk more like a lot about my personal life with them, just because like I know they also have stuff going on in their personal life that they need to take care of too.
Well, friends are supposed to be there, so
Yeah.
make sure you always have friends that you can talk to about this stuff. But you can always come and talk to me about any of this stuff. We'll schedule another appointment in the future.
Yeah.
Yes.
Probably in the next couple of weeks.
Okay, perfect. So just outside, I will give you my card, which has my name and number on it, and we can schedule an appointment. And awesome, great. It was wonderful meeting you today, Haley. I'm glad I got to meet you, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks.